A standstill in Taiwan's legislature as opposition parties call to impeach President Lai Ching-te, saying he's a threat to democracy.
如果总统可以借由不公布法律，使得国会三读通过的法律形同具文，我们的民主宪政自此崩坏。
This comes just one day after opposition lawmakers requested that Premier Cho Jung-tai be impeached too, after he refused to countersign a fiscal bill approved by the legislature. That move has stopped the bill from moving forward. But the opposition doesn't hold the two-thirds majority necessary to impeach President Lai, meaning it's unlikely to go through.
Well, right now, 3 of the 5 branches in Taiwan's government, the legislature, the judiciary, and the executive, are all locked in this power struggle.
So it really sort of goes back to probably the Constitutional Court and the lack of filled seats, because during more normal times, these kinds of moments, whether or not a bill can or should be passed, would be given to the courts to decide its legality. But because the Blue-White Alliance has blocked all new judges from being appointed, and they also passed a law stipulating that there has to be at least 10 judges, where there's currently 8, the court is essentially frozen and cannot do its job.
The Constitutional Court says that there were major flaws in the legislative process when these bills were passed in January, and that it violated constitutional principles as well as Taiwan's checks and balances. That bill required a quorum of 10 justices to rule on the constitutionality of a case. But there are currently only 8 justices serving on the court, meaning that the court was essentially unable to function for a year. And President Lai Ching-te did nominate over a dozen justices to fill those spots, but the opposition lawmakers blocked all of his picks. And now the court has come out saying that this shut down a key branch of government and that these amendments are void immediately. Now, with the Constitutional Court back in operation, we'll have to see whether this can resolve disputes between the cabinet and the legislature. But remember that quorum requirement of 10 justices. Well, only 5 were involved in today's decision, which means that this raises questions about whether the decision today is even valid. We'll be keeping an eye out for more developments in the coming days.